What is going on, everybody? Walter here with a 3-month week 12 update from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had on November 10th, 2014 with Dr. Mark Bessler at New York Presbyterian Hospital. The highest recorded weight that I achieved was 500 pounds, and that was on May 7th of 2014. And my surgery weight, again on November 10th of 2014, was 388 pounds. So a whopping loss of 112 pounds pre-op. And today, or a couple of days ago, but anyway, my weight now is 327 pounds. So that is 61 pounds since surgery, so 3 months, 61 pounds, and a whopping, tremendous 173 pounds since I started the process last May. So I am over the moon. I'm extremely happy. Everything is going really well. I had my 3-month follow-up with the surgeon and the nutritionist. Some of the numbers were a little bit higher than I thought. One in particular was the LDL, or what is it, HDML? HTML. My HTML level, my bad cholesterol level, I think that's LDL. It was high, and for me that's very strange, because even when I was at my highest weight at 500 pounds, I always had pretty good cholesterol, and very good cholesterol actually. Anyway, I have no idea what's causing it. Me and my nutritionist went over it. We came to the conclusion that the only thing that maybe it could be was the fact that I have pretty much every morning one egg, and a regular egg, or an egg, wherever you come from, an egg. Yeah, so I mean, and it's so funny because most of the time I encourage people to have egg, because a lot of the research has been saying that the eggs have been sort of given a bad rap, that they don't really raise cholesterol, blah, 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 blah. So I don't even know if that's true or not. Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Dr. Scott, or Dr. Pete Sleeve Rocker, please let me know what you think, or any of the vets. I value your opinion. I value pre-op opinions too on this one. I mean, anyone can know research about an egg. So pre, post, whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's more about research than an egg. I mean, it's more about the LDL level, and has anyone had a spike in LDL because of the amount of protein that we're supposed to be getting? I know for myself, vegetable protein at this point, or plant protein, I should say, is very difficult for me. So with the few bites that I have a day, I really have not been able to incorporate, at this level, at 3 months out, enough vegetables in my diet. So, but I do say I go out of my way to get lean proteins. So it's lean turkey, lean chicken. Anyway, so otherwise everything else is great. My numbers are great. Calcium, iron, all the big numbers are great. One number which stood out, which she was very pleased with, was my A1C level, which I really don't know much about. I never really feared diabetes, and it turns out I really should have, because we were looking at the numbers, and she saw that my number, my A1C level when I started the process in May of last year was 6.0. Which is pre-diabetic, and they did mention something to me, but they didn't drive that home, how close I was to diabetes. So now my level is 5.1. So she seemed very pleased with that. I don't know if that's a good number or not, but she seemed very pleased with it. And so anyways, things are looking up there. Surgeon was very happy. Of course, I'm very happy. And he actually said something, you know, because he sees a lot of patients. So, you know, I reminded him again about how much weight I had lost and where I was in the start, because I started with a different hospital. So they don't actually see the whole journey. They only see their portion of it. And so, you know, then they get really amazed when they hear the whole story. So he said, "What's your goal again?" And I said, "Well, I'd like to get to 250. And if you're new to my channel, I started at 500. Actually, I said that already, but 250 is my goal." And so that would mean at the time I had to lose 250 pounds. And now with 173 of that 250 down, I'm really feeling way more confident that that can happen. But needless to say, he said, "Oh, well, you know, I don't see why you couldn't get there." But, and he said something I never heard a doctor tell me in my life. He said, "If you get to 260, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it." So like, oh, really? Okay. You know, I mean, I feel that way anyway, but it's pretty nice to hear an actual doctor tell you, you'll be fine at 260. So, I guess it's because of my height, 5'11" on a good day. In heels, I'm 6'1". But so anyway, yeah, everything's going really well there. So, but I wanted to talk about today's topic is Valentine's Day. It is my last morbidly obese Valentine's Day. The big VD, everybody. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. It's actually, I guess it would be Saturday, but I wanted to just quickly talk about such a big topic that we all have in this community, and it's far from an original thought, and you probably won't hear anything new, but it's just the importance of self-love. And when we, I don't know if this is going to be a lifelong fatty difference or not, because I think everyone struggles with self-love. I think everybody, mundanes, or I like to call them mundanes, but normals, whatever you call them, normies, they struggle with it too. Everybody does, right? So I mean, we all have things that we can't stand about ourselves, and we harp on all the time, and we focus on way too much, and we would never do that to a best friend. I mean, I read this book once. Did I? Was it? I don't know. It might have been a show. Who knows? Information just gets in a whirlpool in there, and you just kind of, oh, was it a book? Was it a movie? I don't remember. But the concept was to talk to yourself or treat yourself like you would your best friend. So if your best friend had a problem or a situation, called you in, and the first thing you would do is build them up and focus on the positive. So that's what you want to do to yourself. Be your own best friend, and it's not easy to do. And when you feel worthless for so long, or when you feel, this self-loathing, I mean, it's something that we all have to deal with. Weight loss surgery patients. I mean, unless maybe you got the surgery for diabetes or something like that, you never really struggled too much with weight issues. Everyone's different, but again, I just talk about my journey and not try to make it general for everybody, because it's impossible to do that. So for me, the sense of self worthlessness, I guess, or unworthiness, has been a driving force. I know I know that I'm a good person, and I know that I'm capable of you know great kindness and caring and loving and lots of things. But when it comes to myself, I just cannot forgive myself. I can't let go of the past. Well, I should say I couldn't. I'm having a much better time doing that now. I don't know why. I really, really, truly believe it was the effect of my father's death on me that has really snapped me into some sort of mental clarity. Um, I, I, I mean, I always knew that life was, short, and that anything can happen, and all those types of, you know, they're not yeah, they are cliches, but they aren't. They're really truths. They're universal truths that, you only have so many minutes in a day, you only have so much time on this earth, and you only have, you know you really want to live while you can. And I will never in my life, if I say YOLO, it's because I'm fucking joking, okay? If you say YOLO and you're serious, I know you fucking 20 somethings out there. It's Carpe Diem, goddammit. Thank you, Jack Black. Jack Black's quote was, isn't YOLO Carpe Diem for stupid people? I think that's one of the greatest quotes in the world. But anyway, yes, YOLO, assholes. You only live once, and you know what? You don't have that much time in this world, so get her done. But yeah, so mentally, I really feel focused, and I feel optimistic, and I feel a sense of letting go of the past, because this has a sense of finality to it. With the surgery, it's a sense that I've never had before. I just threw out a bunch of clothes, and I never do that. I have never done that in my life. A lot of people keep asking me, are you having trouble getting clothes, or are you buying clothes left and right? And the answer is no, because I have so many. I've kept them all. Granted, these clothes have been really fucking far in the vault. I mean, they're covered in cobwebs, but they're there. And I would say probably within about a month or two will be, now I'm running out of clothes, and that's going to be a cool feeling, because that would be pretty much the lowest weight I've been in a very freaking long time. I mean, right now I'm probably at the lowest weight I've been in over 10 years, and maybe even like 12. But I will be soon getting to a place where it'll be like 15. So I'm extremely happy about that. Um, Yeah, so I think it's important to love yourself and to not beat yourself up all the time. You know, forgive yourself, give yourself a pass. You know, take it easy on yourself, especially during this process. If you're in the losing process, you're post-op, like I'm 3 months out. Your hormones are going crazy. You're going through a lot of shit. Be easy on yourself. Like you would ask people, right? If it's your husband or your other significant other, whatever, you'd be like, "Listen, I'm going through a lot right now. I need you to take it easy on me." Well, you got to do that to yourself. You got to take it easy on yourself. You miss a workout day, you miss a workout day. You fuck up, you know, you have the cookie, have the fucking cookie. You fucked up. Let it go. Don't fucking hold on to it because you know where that goes. It's not your first fucking rodeo. Do not hold on to that shit and fucking make it worse. Only gets worse. So if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're considering surgery or you've had it, whatever. But I'm saying even if you're pre-op, let it go. You know, and post-op, you really need to let it go. You fucking risked a lot, you know, to get this fucking thing done. I'm sorry I'm cursing, but I can't help it. I'm enraged, but it's very important. I really, really can't stress it enough. And I'm really talking to myself because I beat myself up too. And it's like, you gotta let it go. Let it go. But you have to. You gotta let it go, and you gotta try to move on. You know. And so anyway, self-love. And if I can quote one of my favorite plays, you know, for me, it always comes back to Willie. Willie Shakes. He's a hell of a writer, guys. You got to check him out. He's got a future. In the play is Henry V. Again, one of my favorites. I'm going to paraphrase it, but self-love is not so vile a sin as self-neglecting, and self-love is not so vile a sin as self-neglecting. Yeah, it's a good phrase. I mean, it's a good something to take home with you because I think the other part of self-love is for us. It's hard. We feel like it's, I don't know, egotistical or narcissistic, I should say, and it's healthy to feel good about yourself, and that's something we got to remind ourselves about. We've been so damaged, we've been so browbeaten and just so outcast and marginalized that we forget that it's okay to have confidence. It's okay to feel good about yourself. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay. Granted, within moderation, you don't want to be that jerk off, you know, the overconfident, overconceited dick. That could be a little bit annoying. But for the most part, I would say increase your self-worth, increase your self-confidence, increase your self-value, increase your self-love. And that's it. I mean, that's all really. It all comes down to love, baby. And it's Valentine's Day, man. Love, love, love. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. Come on, everybody. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. What else can I say? Does it get any better than that? Oh, this, by the way, Metallica never covered that. They really should have. Love. Yeah. No. There's actually a band called Beat-Talica. B-E-A-T. Beat-Talica. And they are a Beatles Metallica mashup band. And they have one of my favorite songs of theirs is I Wanna Choke Your Band. Anyway, I digress. But this shirt is actually an NSV for me. This is a shirt I bought at a Metallica show. You might have figured it out by the big red word Metallica. I'm wearing this ensemble for the FatKings tonight. It's a Valentine's theme, I'm guessing. So I thought I would wear something red. And this is about as close to I have. I have this grungy shirt that I think Dave Grohl threw up on in '96. And this is my Metallica shirt from a concert like 5 years ago. I took my 8-year-old nephew to see his very first show. And that's why he calls me Uncle Awesome. And I bought this shirt there, and it never fit, and I never really wore it. I might have tried to, I might have squeezed into it once, but it didn't really fit. So now I'm rocking it, and I feel great. It's an NSV, so there you go. So I was gonna leave you with All You Need Is Love, but now I'm thinking about it, and in honor of Whitney Houston, I'm gonna say, learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all, right? So have a happy Valentine's Day. If you're with someone you love them hard today or tomorrow or Saturday, whatever day it is. And I love them hard every day, and I really appreciate it because, that was another thing when I saw my mother and father, what they went through, in my father's illness. And, and my mother and father were the example for me, like that's why I still, as jaded as I am, as brokenhearted as I am sometimes and have been, but who hasn't been brokenhearted? So that's why I didn't want to turn this into a sad video. But I try not to get jaded, and I really do believe in romance because my parents were married. Uh, they were together 59 years. They were together. It's like a fairy tale. I know that this doesn't happen anymore. So don't worry, ladies. I curb my expectations. I don't expect a fairy tale in every relationship, but it is something to aspire to. And I know that takes work and it takes effort. And so anyway, I'm only saying that because recently my friend, we had dinner. I had dinner with my friend, and him and his wife are getting divorced, and I love them both dearly, and I'm kind of saddened by that. That seems to be, the way things happen. But they actually did try. They got counseling and things. Some people don't even try. And anyway, I'm just trying to say, appreciate what you have while you have it, and hopefully you're in a good relationship, and hopefully they love you, and you feel loved on this Valentine's Day. But if you're not getting the love from somebody else, love yourself. I know it's hard, but you got to do it. You got to do it. So that's it, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Love yourself. It's not so vile a sin as self-neglecting. Okay. Ciao. Ciao, bella.